I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Joey Condit.
and this is,
Code Red Lawson.
and it has been a minute, but people have been sick. Schedules have clashed. We have been on our beer league softball team,
That's right. Cody's
absolutely killing it.
and we can't forget Cody's excuse has been attending Gay Pride Month, or not only month but year.
He's about a year round.
Yeah.
he's been doing.
I do what I can.
Yeah,
I do what I can. I try to help out the local community
absolutely
in any way that I
Why
can.
wouldn't you? And
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, Cody, why wouldn't you?
And what we're saying is it has been a minute.
It
I
has.
apologize for that, but it is time to talk some shit.
Whoa. What you drinking there, old Codemeister?
I lost my shades.
Oh, I chugged it a little bit.
That a Mike's
A little
hard?
too fast.
Belgian
No,
white.
that is not.
Oh,
That is
Blue
a Belgian white Blue Moon, sir.
It is classy. You're a class act, sir.
Thank you.
The orange. Where's the Valencia orange?
I ate them because I love oranges, and I forgot to save them for my beer. They're in my belly, so the mixture is happening.
Okay.
Deep after the esophagus, it's going right into the old stomach there.
In his esophagus.
Yep. I'm used to it, so I figured that it would go deep into it and then mix with the orange.
Speaking of going deep into things, why don't you go deep into the UFC card before we get carried away, boys?
Just a little warmed up today. It's our first show.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bone you guys up, but if you're not getting boned up for this fucking UFC 291 card, then what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, good Lord. I'm ready.
Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier 2 for the questionable BMF belt. I say questionable because we don't need a fucking BMF belt to make this fight sell.
No.
Look. People like it. It adds a little bit more of a hype to it, but in my humble opinion, this fight fucking sells itself. It doesn't need a BMF title, but it is for the BMF title. So I have to throw that out there. Dude, it's fucking stacked.
It is
From top to bottom. Now, unfortunate news today. As you guys saw, as everyone saw, Michael Pereira missed weight by 3 pounds.
That's
a lot.
That's
a lot,
just neglect, right? Can we call it what it is?
No. 3
like
pounds
he just said,
is a lot.
fuck it.
Yeah, 3
It's
pounds
unprofessional.
Is a lot.
He was going through his cut and he said, fuck it.
I remember, was it just a couple months ago? I was talking shit about Charlie Olives, and all honesty, it was jokes because he missed weight by half a pound. By half a pound. And I was like, oh, what a schmuck, not paying attention. He doesn't give a fuck about his weight. But no. This really means he doesn't give a fuck about his weight.
Charles was killing himself to make that championship weight. Championship weight, you cannot be a half a pound over your class. Now, regular fights, even interim titles. I don't know about interim titles. I think it might be the same rule, but any other fight in any other weight class, you can be a pound over. So a pound is a pound, but dude, 3 pounds.
3 is a lot.
3, that means he was 174.
Yeah.
He gave up. He didn't care. He wanted to see what the UFC were going to do. Now, it could be the medical reasons. It could be because Wonder Boy didn't want to take it, but I don't see Wonder Boy not taking the fight. I think that it was due to medical reasons. I think Pereira tried to cut weight and he wasn't on it, man. He didn't do his job. We're all robbed of a fight. It's unfortunate. Wonder Boy's probably fucking upset. He's the nicest guy in the world. He's not going to say a lick of shit to anyone.
Right.
But he's upset. We're all upset. That would have been a great fight, a clash of styles. Oh man, on the pay-per-view. But on the bright side, I didn't even wear my Black Beast shirt, dude. Fuck. I'm so pissed. Damn, my Black Beast shirt's sitting upstairs.
We can see it though. Like we can see it through you. You got Black Beast just written on your forehead.
I appreciate it.
Like if I saw you on the street, I'd say that's a Black Beast.
Is it the sunglasses or is it
It
the
is.
hat? What
Oh,
is it?
that's what it is.
Is it the sunglasses? Okay, all right.
That's what it is.
Fuck, dude, I'm really upset with myself. I didn't wear it. But we got a good fight, moved into the pay-per-view position at Derek Lewis and Marcos Rodrigo de Lima. That'll be a sick fight. It was a banger to be on the prelims. So
Right.
we're getting robbed of a great fight, but a great fight is going to replace it. So
And he's got abs.
he does have abs. He
Yeah.
said it too. He said in the press
Yeah.
conference, he's like, "Y'all gonna see me? I got a 6-pack. And
Yeah.
if I don't have it, dude, Derek Lewis could be the
Yeah.
fucking shot."
Is the
Dude,
underdog though, right?
He is rightfully. He's lost his
Yeah,
last
he's
3.
lost quite a few fucking
Yeah.
fights for me.
Yeah,
Mother
he's fucked up.
And
Fucked
two
up
of
a few
them,
of my
remember I
parlays.
listened to you on. You're like, dude, take Derek Lewis.
Well, because
No, I'm not.
probably
I'm
said
not
it too.
questioning you. I'm
He's
not questioning
better.
you. I'm just saying, like, I feel that pain. Is all.
So now, Cody, real quick, I know this is like the
He
lowest.
fucked up a few of my
hard.
parlays.
Yeah, but it felt like his heart wasn't in it, and that's tough to say.
You can
to
see
an
it.
athlete, but it really
Nah.
looked like his heart was not in these fights. The last like 3.
Honestly, I feel like if you ask Derek Lewis man to man, like, dude, were you all there? He would have been like, nah, man. Nah, I was just trying to get a paycheck. The dude's so real. He doesn't give a fuck. In a good way, but it translated into a bad way because you could tell he was just trying to get a check. The dude came out there, motherfucker had a 6-pack, dude. He
Yep.
cut weight. He was
Yep.
eating what he needed to eat. He was probably working his fucking ass off. He wants to get some wins, and you can tell, man. At least on the scale, you're gonna see it in the fight. But the past 3 fights, like you said, he came out there and he looked like a slug, dude. He looked like he didn't give a fuck. He looked like he didn't want to be there. And I think that himself would tell you that. If you were asking him, he would say, "Man, I wasn't there. I wasn't there," because you see his past fights and it's a completely different story.
Yep.
In his previous fights, and I think on fucking Saturday night at UFC 291, he gets the fucking win, and he comes out looking like the young, hungry black beast that he was back fucking 2 years ago, 3 years ago, getting the KOs. Last time he knocked out Curtis Blades, dude.
Yeah, one of my favorite. Or no, it wasn't him, but I was thinking of heavyweight. Sorry, I was reminiscing. Okay, I saw this hype video of Roy Nelson, Big Country. Okay, watched him knock out Shab. Oh my god, I forgot about all
Big Country, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Roy Nelson.
Yeah, I forgot all that. Sorry to
that
cut
was
you
a
off, but I was
time.
reminiscing today.
No, that was a time.
Yeah,
that was a fucking time, man.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
So, oh man, dude, the Brock days, dude. Some would say that was the golden age of the UFC. It was really kind of like a taboo, like weird
It was
time
because
of-
Chuck was still there. Anderson was in his prime. Steroids were a thing.
Diaz
and
brothers
UFC
just coming up.
UFC wasn't as big as it is now.
No,
believe it
no.
or not.
And
Believe it or not.
that's when me and my dad watched it the most because it was on Spike.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Man Channel, because that's when I started.
Yep.
I started really watching. I was in high school because Anderson Silva. At that point that I started watching,
It's still the GOAT.
Nobody agreed. Nobody at that
John
point-
Jones.
Nobody at that point had
Steroids.
taken the spider.
Multiple.
Had taken the spider 3 rounds, right? So
Dude,
that was huge. That was huge back
That
then.
was huge. All right. But Cody,
So
we're reminiscent on the past, and I have a point,
yep.
okay? Because Tony Ferguson was reminiscent on the past.
El Cucuy.
He was saying he's barely entering his prime now.
He had to say that.
So can you do me a favor though? Can you look at his last 5 fights? Look at the fucking killers he has faced, dude.
I know. I get that, but what's his win-loss in those last 5?
Oh, they're all losses. But hold on.
Okay.
Give me a minute. You got
Well, I think I got it.
Charles
I thought he
Oliveira,
won. I thought he
Neil
won.
Dariush, Michael Chandler. Fucking dude, the guy has fought some of the fucking best fighters in the fucking game. Now that was only 3. I'm trying to think of the other 2.
But he did win, if not 2. He definitely won one of them.
No, the past 5 he lost.
I'm pretty sure I lost.
No. Past five he lost. I wish. Yeah, Nate Diaz. Sorry, Nate Diaz was 4. Nate Diaz was the most recent one.
Yeah. Michael Chandler.
Nate Diaz, Michael Chandler front kick to the fucking face. That was so brutal.
Oliveira,
Benil Dariush, Charles Oliveira,
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje. These are all fucking killers, dude. All killers of the division. And now he's facing Bobby Green, who has a spotty record himself, who's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. They're both so exciting. So this fight is going to be so sick.
It's going to be good, but you're not in your prime. That's what I'm saying.
No. But who knows? You saw Yoel Romero at 41 years old fight for the fucking title. Anything could happen, baby.
I think it's too little too late.
It's Tony time, dude. No, I'm putting in my long shot of the fucking night.
Okay.
Tony Ferguson, and I'm gonna go by a triangle submission.
Damn.
He's gonna wrap a fucking triangle around Bobby Green. Tony might get hurt. Don't worry. Tony might get a little hurt. I don't know if you guys remember when fucking Charlie Olives had his fucking arm bent completely sideways, and he's intact.
Same thing goes when he was fighting Chandler, dude. That actually got bloody as fuck, and he started hurting Michael Chandler before he went down.
Dude, Tony put up a good fight against Michael. He did. He fucking put up a good fight until he got front kicked in the fucking
last
face.
fall, if I remember
one of the
most
right brutal knockouts I've ever seen. Well, I don't remember. Honestly, I couldn't remember who got knocked down before. I just remember Michael Chandler front kicking him.
No, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is Bobby Green's. He fought like 3 months ago. No,
he lost to. It was a no contest. Yeah, it was a no contest. Yeah, headbutt. Who did he fight? Who was it? I don't remember who he fought, but it was a headbutt.
I remember him fighting in like April, May area.
Yeah, dude, it was somewut recent. It might have even been like.
Yeah, it might have been April 22nd against Jared Gordon.
Jared Gordon, yep. Dude, it was Jared Gordon was a huge underdog in that fight too, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And everyone expected Bobby to run through him, and Bobby was putting it on him, and then it was a headbutt.
But anyways,
that ended it. But okay, now you want a good parlay, dude? You want a good parlay to make some money? A 2-fight parlay, 2 underdogs that have a good fucking chance of winning tomorrow night. Fucking Derek Lewis at plus 190, and I got in at Tony Ferguson at plus 310. He's at plus 290 right now.
Those two plus 300 on ESPN.
Well, it's all right. It's
okay. At DraftKings, he's at plus. I think he's at plus 295 the last time I looked. It's been kind of teetering back and forth between 290 and 295. Those 2 fighters, Derek Lewis money line, Tony Ferguson money line, $10 pays out 118. And you best believe I already got that in. I sent it to you guys this morning. I said it's Tony time, baby. It's Tony time. People forget, man. The guy's a fucking boss. I mean, he may be 39 years old. He may be on a 5-fight skid, but look at those killers that dude fought. Look at the fucking killers he fought.
You sound like a real gambler.
You can't forget about Tony Ferguson. And yes, I am a real gambler, Joey. I have a slight problem. Just a little one. Just a little one.
Good.
You got to know when to stop,
What you got next? What you got next for tomorrow?
Dude, all right. We got okay, so I put all that out there. Let's go to the fucking co-main event. Now, I'll brush real quick on the first fight of the pay-per-view.
Take your time. Serenade.
I think Kevin Holland. So sorry. We'll go to Kevin Holland, Michael Chiesa. Michael Chiesa clearly has the ground advantage. Okay, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Kevin Holland is I'm not bald enough. I'm not quite bald enough.
But you got to throw that jiu-jitsu thing in there. All right, Joe.
He is fucking top of the line, but Kevin Holland has a really long frame. I think he stuffs the takedowns. I think Kevin pieces him up, and maybe even on the ground through some scrambles, Kevin gets back up, pieces him up. I got Kevin Holland by a second round TKO.
I love it.
So there's that for the beginning of the fight. I already told you how I feel about Derek Lewis. Now to the co-main event, Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Now this fight I have been tied up on. I don't know how you guys
Vegas doesn't even know.
Yeah.
No. Vegas is split. What are they? Minus 110 each?
minus
110.
115, minus 105. Pereira.
Yeah. So Jan is the dick hair
I'm still
of a
taking
fucking
Jan. I'm
of a
still taking
favorite.
Jan, right?
Same. We all saw fucking Izzy and Alex on the ground, bro. That
But-
was like,
So here's the difference.
I mean, I
got
didn't even
to watch-
train, and I know that looked
Right.
weird.
We got to watch Izzy versus Jan on the ground because that was the entire fight. You remember that, right, Cody?
Dominated.
He
Jan dominated
him.
fucking
And
Izzy.
Now that's what I fear for this co-main event, is that it's going to be boring, on the ground, dominated by Jan. That's just what I expect. If it stays on top, I mean, anybody's got a chance, but I really expect this to be a wrestling match and Jan to dominate.
I agree. Now, did you see what Jan said in an interview? Now, you know, take what fighters say with a grain of salt.
Right.
Always. Excuse me. They're gonna say, you know, what they want, you know, to hype up the fight.
Right.
I want to keep it standing. Jan said, I want to keep it standing. I want to test my striking against him. You know, I'm not going to shoot for a takedown. He said, you know, maybe I get hurt and then I go in and I shoot for a takedown. He wants to get everyone excited. You know, I don't believe it, dude.
I think
don't believe it.
I think he wants Alex to press in, and then he's got the easy takedown.
He's waiting for his shot to take him down.
Yeah.
Let's think about this here, man. You want to be smart, but now it's a fight, dude.
Yeah,
Alex could lure him. Alex could lure him in. Jan could get a few jabs off, you know, get a hook in, something to feel the confidence. Yeah. And then, you know,
I see him trying to draw Jan in to shoot, and once Jan shoots, if it's not correct, I can see Pereira making him pay.
Just that left hook.
But
just
that last fight that we were all just talking about, Jan's a tough son of a bitch.
He's too smart, dude. He's too smart.
I mean, Izzy, I think Izzy's one of the smartest fighters we've ever seen, but Jan he didn't necessarily outsmart him, but he outwitted him.
He outclassed him.
And he was just heavier and stronger.
Okay, so here's another thing too to look at this matchup is Alex is way bigger than Izzy.
Yeah.
He's way bigger. So that tall frame could give him an advantage on takedown defense. Now, we saw the wrestling with him and Izzy. So it's like, dude, that is a huge hole in his game. Right. Maybe he covered it up. We saw videos of him wrestling with Glover Teixeira. You know, I'm sure I guarantee you, we all know he's been training a lot for the takedown defense, the looks of Jan for the feints, you know, the feint jab going in for the double leg. You know, he's going to be looking for that. So it's really all up in the air, and I mean, I think Vegas has this one spot on at a split money line, but I'm not gonna I'm not going away from Jan, dude. I'm picking Jan.
Yep. Same here, and I know this is like kind of like dumb like stats, but I mean, when you go up in weight class, you're at an automatic disadvantage, like no doubt about it. Like Jan is naturally bigger than Alex. Like, what else can you say? He's naturally bigger.
Yeah.
He's fought at this weight before. Alex is coming up. You're at an automatic disadvantage.
And
I know there's a lot of hype about Alex, but we'll see. Jan is still a fucking good fighter, and that's what people keep forgetting.
A huge factor too in the up and weight class is it's not like Pereira is going up and he's the better wrestler and he's the better grappler. Jan is the better grappler and Alex is going up. But here's the thing: Alex does cut a tremendous amount of weight to get to 185. He still had to cut weight to get to 205. So the size thing almost isn't a factor. It is, of course, it is. But you look at their calibers of grappling, and Jan, it's Jan all day. If Jan doesn't get lured in a boxing match, it's Jan, dude. Right. If he fights smart, it's Jan.
Yeah, and I'm expecting a boring. I really am. I'm expecting a boring match. You know, when it's
Well, to the casuals, it's boring.
But that's. I really expect this main. I think it's gonna go the distance. I think it's gonna go to decision because I think there's just gonna be a lot of guard play, side guard. You know, failed triangle, failed arm, not like failed arm bars, but you know, just
a lot of attempts and scrambles.
Like fake attempts.
A lot of
where
attempts.
It's like I'm gonna go for your arm, but I'm really going for top control.
Yeah,
you know, I think shit like that's gonna happen in this fight.
Honestly, if there's a finish, it's Jan submission or Pereira KO.
Knockout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If there's a
100%.
finish, it's Jan submission, Pereira KO. I don't think Jan finishes him with strikes. Maybe he
No.
does. Maybe he gets to opposition. Maybe he rains it on him. But
Yeah, no, I see this
I
being a
wouldn't put my money
classic
on it.
wrestling match right here. All right.
Now on to the main
fucking card, Cody. Two of our favorite fighters.
And their names sound so similar.
Poirier.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Mark on that one. I mean, look, this is number 2. You got a calculated striker, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt versus a high caliber wrestler who never uses his wrestling, who is just a straight fucking savage and wants to take your head off on every single strike he throws.
It's insane to me.
You know, I think it was his last fight versus Fiziev. Fiziev, however the fuck you say his name. He got a takedown in like the last fucking like 10 seconds of the fight, 30 seconds of the fight, and he's like, "There you go, I gave you guys a takedown. I did."
That was like his first, and I was like, tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that was his first takedown. Yeah,
it was his first takedown. Because, dude, Gaethje wants to, and I respect the fuck out of the man, dude. He comes out to give us a show. Everyone pays their money. All the fans there in the stadium, they want to see a fucking fight, man. And Gaethje brings it, and Poirier is the perfect dancing partner because they're gonna stand and trade, dude. Anything could happen. Gaethje could sleep Poirier. Yeah, I don't see it happening because Poirier is too intelligent. Poirier's fight IQ, dude, especially seeing him fight against McGregor, dude. His fight IQ has improved so much, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, remember he almost caught Khabib in a guillotine. Do you remember that? And even Khabib said, like, dude, it was tight. Khabib said that was tight. Yeah. You know, and then he got out of it. But, oh man, like Poirier's fight IQ is so high. Nothing against Justin Gaethje. The dude can scrap. He will fuck up most, damn near everyone in the lightweight division. But I just think this comes down to fight IQ on this, and Poirier's got it, dude. So I'm gonna have to go with Poirier
too, and I think this is gonna be like semi disappointing because I think this one's gonna end in like late second, mid third.
And I hope there's a lot of carnage and fucking violence.
There's
gonna
be blood.
I mean, Mark, did you see what Dustin said? He said we're laying it all out there, and if this fight goes 25 minutes, we're gonna be talking to each other in the hospital because we're gonna be fucking each other up. You know, maybe not those exact words, but he said we will meet if it goes 25 minutes. We will be meeting in the hospital.
Yep,
because they're ready to Gaethje and Poirier. Styles make fights, man, and this is the fucking fight.
Besides this card, and then Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk, I don't think there's a bigger card than this, you know.
So,
Zuck and Elon would fucking bring everyone
Elon's
together.
got him all day long.
I don't know. Zuck is a fucking
dude.
Elon's got the fucking size, dog.
No, dude, but Zuck's been training for years.
He trains jiu-jitsu.
That's because he had to, because he was a nerd.
You're missing the point, Mark.
Nope.
You're missing the point.
You are missing it.
Look, I hope Elon wins.
I do too. I'm team Elon too. But
Zuck has been doing this.
Money wise.
Cody. All bullshit aside, Cody. Lay down your fucking code red bets one more time. Let's hear it.
So my underdog, long shot of the fucking night is Tony Ferguson to get it done against fucking Bobby Green. And when I got in, it was at plus 310. It was at plus 295 the last I looked. Put your fucking bets in. I'm going by submission, which is probably a little higher. I haven't looked at the submission, but it's probably like plus 500, maybe plus 450, because that's probably how he's going to win if he does win. But the parlay of the night, I'm going with a quick 2-fight parlay, only 2. We're going Derek Lewis and Tony Ferguson, $10 to pay out $118.
Love it.
2 fights, just a quick 2-fight. I always miss by one. I always fucking miss by one.
So
and I saw those 2 fights. I was like, that's a great underdog pick. That's a great underdog pick. If you're going Derek Lewis by KO, I think the money line's plus 190. By KO, it's probably plus 200. You're not getting much. You're not getting much for your money on a method victory on that one. But that's it. The 2 pick. Pay out big. risk little. You're gonna get a lot of money back if it happens. Fuck
Love
Tony, don't lose. Don't lose, Tony. Please.
I love it. I
Please.
love it.
I want to see you win, bro. So bad.
MLB trade deadlines on the cusp. Here we go.
I'm gonna run you through it real quick. Actually, I'm gonna take
Okay,
control.
tell me about it. Tell me about it in that American League.
Orioles, I think, actually stay put in the most part. A big trade,
And we're not talking about the cookies.
No. I think they might add some like
Can we, though?
rotational pieces. Like, hey, I'm gonna bring
Like
you
some
over
milk?
8 innings, okay?
Mm.
Which I don't agree with. I think if you believe in your pitcher, young or not, they pitch. I
Agreed.
hate the 8 innings thing because the Tigers have done that for the last fucking 4 years.
Padres just beat the Rangers.
And they get 1 out of 3. Good job. Calling it now.
7-1.
Calling it now. Anyways, I think Baltimore adds a few arm pieces, and that's it. I think it's going to be a slow day for Baltimore. Tampa Bay might be your sneaky buyer. I really think that because they're in second place. So you're like, why, Joey? Why? They had that historic start,
They did.
and now they're starting to fall from grace. Now their front management's like, uh-oh, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, 3-7 in the last 10. That's not exactly
Where you want to be.
admiring, right?
Toronto, I think, is going to be hard to bring in free agents.
Quick thing on Toronto. Bold prediction. This is the start of the fall from grace. I see a complete meltdown in Toronto, just like the Canadians like to do in hockey. Haven't won a championship since when?
96?
96, boys.
Let's go.
Dude, and they're
USA,
on fire right now.
USA.
They're on fire.
Toronto, they're
Sorry.
5-5.
No, I mean like Canada.
Oh, Canada. Well, that's because of women, but we don't expect that. Boston, though. Boston, I think, is going to be a huge buyer. Their offseason, and I said this in the show before
I told
the
you.
baseball season.
I told you to.
I said their offseason did not make sense in terms of like, oh, this is a winning formula. It made sense in like, hey, we're gonna trade off these pieces and build a bullpen or build a farm system. They're winning right now. In their June, I looked this up. Their June was 15-11. So they had a winning June. But Mark, you know what that June brought them?
They got rid of Kike. I mean, what? I mean,
No, they put him back. But do you know Kike, right?
yeah.
What does he do defensively? Nothing.
Well, he does as well as any other
He
guy.
does his best.
He does his job.
That is
He
what
does
he's
his job.
Boston has enough big swingers to keep it going because I was wrong on
But they're
Justin
7
Turner.
back.
But they are 1.5 back of a playoff.
That's true. That's true.
Yankees.
Actually, no, I thought they were in the wild card.
No, they're
Yankees
1.5
are
back.
done.
Told you.
They are. Okay.
Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees.
Now here's my bold prediction for the Yankees. I got
Fuck the Yankees.
it's one of two. It can't be in the middle. Either they're going to freak out and buy as much as they can, and it's still not going to work, or they're going to start selling.
Either one, it doesn't work. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't
I
think the
say
Yankees
the
are coming
Yankees
back.
steadfast. I say the Yankees steadfast. Add a few pieces, and I say they make a wild card. That's what I say.
Mark loves the Yankees.
That's a
why.
fucking bold prediction, Mark. I love it.
I do.
You want to put some?
And I
Want to
hate
put some
the Yankees.
shots on that?
I will. I'll put 2 shots.
On what? So what's the
That
bet?
they make.
I say
make
they
the playoffs.
don't. I say they don't make the playoffs.
Okay, so what are we talking? 2, 3,
We're
4, 5?
two shots. Two shots.
So I owe 4. You guys owe 2 apiece.
No, I'm not getting in on this. This is you. and
Okay.
Ken.
Just me and you. Just me and
2-2.
you. We'll do
2-2.
2. We'll do 2.
Okay.
2-2.
And I say this because I don't see the Red Sox making any big moves, and I foresee a huge meltdown in Toronto.
All right, but you also have to have Boston to melt down. Anyways, we go to the
They're only 2
AL.
games behind Boston. What do you mean?
That means the Yankees have to have a come up, and the Boston has to slow down. They're not doing
They're
it.
2 games behind them. What are we talking about?
Talking about the Yankees.
Yeah, but the 2 games.
They're in last place, Mark. You're talking about
talking about a wild
card spot. Yankees.
A wild card spot.
Last
They're
place.
3.5 games out of a wild card.
Yankees. Hey, Hey, say
Mark,
it like
Mark,
your people
Mark,
say it, Mark.
3.5.
The
3.5
janky.
for now.
For now, code man.
Yeah, because they're about to be 5,
fucking
and then 6, and then 7. Anyways, AL
What
Central.
Joey said.
AL
What
Central.
Joey
Here
said.
we go. Either Minnesota's buying or they're all sellers. There's no in between.
No, they're buying for sure.
So now the West. Texas has strong ties to the Mets right now. They want to buy my boy Verlander. That is the only piece they're going after. So we're going to go on to the Phillies. The Phillies might be, Houston. Houston, I have no idea what they want to do. They have a nice farm system. They have a nice team. They're all finally starting to get healthy. I see them. They added Kendall Graveman today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's their bullpen. I think they might add another starting pitcher to eat up innings, but after that, I think they're going to taper off.
Their bats just got to settle in, right?
And then you got the Angels.
I'm just gonna call it.
Well, they already bought big today.
Stick a fork in them. They're
No,
done.
no, they already bought big today. Okay.
They're done. They're done.
You want to call it big? I mean, all right.
The Angels have now. Here's my thing. No, Mark. They said they're not trading Shohei. If that is true, they have to buy big.
Yeah, they're done.
If they don't buy big,
Angels are done, dude.
No, they have to buy big.
If they wait any longer, the smoke alarm's going off and the house is on fire. They're done.
Dude, it's the smoke alarm's already going off, dude. It's just not on fire yet.
We'll see. We'll see. They have to buy big. That's my opinion. Okay. If
they
you
don't have it, they don't have it like that.
No, I know their farm system is literally. I looked it up. Is the worst in the MLB.
Plus, they don't have anything to offer to get anything.
Well, no, they have lots to offer.
They have lots to offer. They just don't want to give it.
They don't want to hand away a World Series. They don't want to hand away a World Series.
And then Seattle's still in the mix. If they buy, they'll be in the running for a wild card. If they don't, then they just reset their clock. They're in a weird spot. A's don't give a fuck about. Atlanta, they already added.
Excuse me.
I want to tell you that. No. I want to bring this up about Atlanta, okay? They already added some more bullpen just the other day. And they're fucking leading like I said it would. Mark, where are your Mets? Where are your Mets?
Hard by dude. 17.
Where are my Braves?
Dude.
17 forward. That's where.
4-6 in the last 10, I will say, with only a 1-game winning streak.
Mark, they're almost legally an adult, dude. That's how far back they are.
So I will say this.
Mark,
no one saw that, dude. No one saw that.
Hey, I did call for the Braves to still be in the playoffs. I'm not talking crazy. I just honestly, I saw the Mets escaping Met bullshit.
Mark,
the same way I saw the Padres
you and a lot of
Padre
people.
bullshit.
You and a lot of people, dude.
Yeah.
This is a
I'm
huge surprise.
I'm not the only guy. I'm not the only guy. So Atlanta.
Credit, Joey. Credit.
Atlanta 65-36. I mean, doing a hell of a job. What can you do besides tip your cap? Philly 56-47. Miami, who I predict to be major sellers and drop the fuck out. 56-48. And the Mets are already selling. 49-54. No one cares about Washington. Let's go to the Central, where the Brewers.
Juan Soto does now.
Yeah, okay. The Brewers, who I expected to miss the playoffs just barely, right? But here they are in first place, 57-47, 5-5 in the last 10. Okay, lost to the Reds tonight, right? No, I'm sorry, they lost to. Where's it at?
The Reds tonight.
The Braves.
Oh, the Braves.
10-7. The Reds, I think, beat the Cubs.
And the Cubs won, baby, 3-2.
I think they beat the. Yeah, I think the
Cubs
beat the Reds,
won,
right?
3-2.
So what do you think, Mark?
About what?
But the Reds, you said they lost. Now they won. What do you think? Did they draw?
No,
no. I'm sorry. They're up 6-5 against the Dodgers. They're up 6-5.
Sorry. Cubs won 3-2 against the Cardinals. My bad.
C. They both started with C.
My bad.
So
Cubs hanging on.
Listen,
Cubs
what did I call? I called the Cubs sneaking into the playoffs.
To sneak. The only way they're sneaking in is if they win the fucking Central, and I don't know.
No. All they have to do is beat out the Padres.
No, they don't even have to do that. Because
Joe,
the
if that was the
Phillies-
case, they would have clinched.
10
They would
weeks
have
ago?
clinched already. They would have fucking clinched.
let's
That's
call
all they
it.
that's all they had to do.
The Cubs in the last 10 are 9-1, boys.
We're fucking killing it, baby.
and
I've been
the
waiting.
hottest team in baseball with a 7-game win streak right now.
With the ugliest fan in baseball.
It doesn't even matter.
I'd still
It
fuck
doesn't
you,
even
Cody.
matter. So, and mind you, Cody, just so you know, they're only 3.5 games ahead of the Padres for the wild card race. Now,
Our division sucks. What do you want me to say?
You're
here's the
still
thing.
ahead of them.
So, here's
that
the
means
thing.
you're better than the Padres.
And in the West, the Dodgers are
Our
in
division
first.
sucks.
Okay, the Dodgers are in first, 5-5 in the last 10. Now, these next two teams I talked about before the break, and I told you guys they would start falling in the standings. And lo and behold, what I have said has come true. The Giants and the Diamondbacks, both 3-7 in the last 10, playing dog shit.
Giants are 4-6.
3-7 in the last 10. They haven't won yet. Oh, they
It's
just
not over.
no, they just lost 3-7. 3-7. Don't question me again, son. So
You were
being
wrong all
said-
night today. I'll give you the Giants.
So
one.
that being said, actually the Padres gained another half a game in that division. We're not 10 out, we're 9.5 out.
Congrats.
You're welcome, boys. In the wild card though. So here's the thing. Me and Joey were talking. Joey said, all right, man, when are you hitting the panic button? I'm still standing fast. We are not panicking until after the trade deadline, and we shit the bed after the trade deadline. We've shot the bed the rest of the season. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making any excuses. Any Padre fan who says that this season is not a failure is a liar. Or they're
All
in denial.
that money, Mark.
Yeah, no, you got $1 billion infield.
money, bro.
You got $1 billion infield and you blow it. I mean,
All
listen,
that money, dude.
what can you do?
Ugh.
What can you do besides bitch and moan, right? But I will say this. Besides Philly, okay, Philly's the promising team in the NL wild card, right? Because you got Cincy, San Fran, Miami, Arizona, and the Cubs. Now, name one of those 5 teams that won't be sellers. The Cubs are already talking about selling. The Cubs are already talking about dealing.
Cubs are always
Cody.
fucking selling, dude.
They're talking about
always
dealing your
selling, dude.
MVP.
Yeah, Cubs are talking about.
Oh, Stroman's going
Bellinger.
somewhere, dude.
Cubs are talking
Or
about dealing.
Stroman,
Cody
and
Bellinger.
Cody, dude, they're talking about Cody going back to the fucking Dodgers, dude. What the fuck?
Right.
MVP.
Now Arizona,
Best player alive.
just like I said before the break, Arizona's gonna fall apart. They're too young. They're too young. It's not gonna happen. Miami, I don't know what happened that fall from grace. I do not see them trying to be buyers. They're not gonna win anything. San Fran, also a fall from grace. What do they have to offer to make themselves a buyer? Not a whole lot. Cincy, Philly, and San Diego. Those are your 3 honest to goodness real wild cards. I mean, hey,
Do you really think the Cubs deal Bellinger after 1 year though?
I do.
Yeah, no, they signed him for a
They
1-year
would.
deal.
They would.
No, they
dude.
signed him
The
for 1
Cubs
year.
And I see
would.
them dealing Stroman. I really do.
The Cubs would. They
Yeah,
would,
but no,
dude.
they literally signed Cody to trade him. That's
why my W is still not hanging, dude. We don't give a fuck. We don't
But
want to win.
that's why me as a Padres fan, we are not pulling the plug on the season yet. We are not hitting the panic button.
Well, you can't.
No.
You can't. You have so much invested. Are you
Well,
fucking
no.
kidding me?
Are you kidding me? There's so many experts right now calling for the Padres to fucking scream panic and fucking sell.
So the
So,
Giants.
Well,
sell
experts can
Smith.
fucking-
Mark, huge pause. So the Giants ranked 9th, and now they're in 18th in their farm system.
Yeah, because they don't have shit to offer.
So they did, but I don't know if an injury happened or what happened to make them
No,
drive.
the season happened and they saw exactly who was on the field down there.
It's not on the field; it's their farm,
You realize farm systems play, right?
not in the not in the majors right now.
No,
No, their
shit.
farm. Yeah,
If
no,
they're
that's
not,
what I'm
if they're
saying.
not producing down low, they're not going to produce up high, right?
from 9 spots.
understand?
No, I
You know
understand that, but I
Mark.
think there was an injury.
Well,
I think their pitcher because they had it. They had
we'll give San Fran a break. Let's say they had 8 injuries.
Oh,
no. I think I can't remember who
It's
their
gonna be
number
more
one.
than one injury.
Mark, if you have your number one farm system or your farm guy go down, you would drop.
Not 9 spots.
But that's what I'm trying to put together because I know they had a
Because
farm
they're
guy
not
go down.
producing.
No, they had a
Ooh.
farm guy go down.
And they're not producing on top of that.
Okay. All right. So Mark is just all bought in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love you guys.
Yes, sir. So mark my words, Padres still making the playoffs.
What's
You
your-
heard it here first.
So who you getting?
That's a bold prediction.
So who you getting,
It's a
Mark?
fucking
What do you mean,
bold
dude?
prediction.
What do you mean? Honestly, since
It's
the
a
break,
bold
we
fucking
minus
prediction.
mind you, before the break, we were 10 back out of the wild card. Now
Now you're 9.5. Let's go.
6 back.
Six.
We're only 6 back. and
Six.
We're only 6
Six.
back, and we've only had 2 series since the break. What are we talking about? Boys,
Mark's
let's
Mark's
fucking
offended,
go.
dude. Mark is deeply offended right now.
He is.
Joey.
He is cut. He's bleeding. He's like, why aren't they producing at the MLB level? Why is Giants Farm not pitching fucking shutouts,
I
boys?
told you that.
I said why, and you're like, no, they're not producing. I'm like, they got hurt. And you're like, okay.
Oh,
One guy ain't gonna make
Oh,
9 spots.
If
shit.
your number one farm system guy is
Oh,
down and that's all you
It's
got,
just
you
like a
will.
Tigers fan. It's
You
okay.
will.
It's okay.
it's a typical Tigers
Yeah.
fan. Now Mark's just taking the low blow. Mark just goes to the
No,
low
Mark's
blow.
trying to
They're
fight for his
true.
life.
What do
You know,
you mean?
typical Tigers fan. You know, they just
He's
You
like,
know,
"Oh,
maybe they'll
no,
get a
no,
good
they ain't
team.
1-0. Let's go.
they'll
Damn
get
it.
close.
Just like
They'll get close.
Except Mark, except the Tigers did win something.
What?
Over
Kind of.
In 84 before both of us were born.
But Mark, are you still holding a grudge over that? Because you still seem a little hurt.
No, I'm just calling it what it is.
But you seem hurt.
I'm just calling it what it is.
But you seem hurt.
How can you come at me? How can you come at me and be like, oh, well, the Giants against the Padres?
Oh,
What are you talking
Oh.
about?
I just
Oh.
you said the Giants have nothing to offer.
They don't.
They do.
Oh.
What do they have to offer?
Their farm.
It's in 18th place.
It was not before an injuries.
Okay. All right. All right.
all right,
What's
all
wrong
right,
to say?
all right. Let me mediate this. Just calm down.
Cody, what's your biggest
calm.
free agency or your biggest trade deadline?
Dude, I don't fucking have one. Whatever.
So,
You guys are-
let me
you
give
guys-
you a crazy one.
Let's go with the Red Sox.
No,
Let's
we
go with the
just talked
fucking
about
Red
this.
Sox. Give me a crazy one. Give me a crazy one.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Cody's on a front picture of some MLB ESPN article, and I called this. I said this would be the first hitter. Oh, let's see.
Oh no, this was 24 hours ago. They thought the Cubs would try and deal him for Lance Lynn.
Okay.
Wait, is it over? No, Lance
yet,
Lynn
not yet.
Lance Lynn went to the fucking
Yeah,
yeah.
that was 20.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, 24 hours.
But I
ago.
told Mark the top 2 hitters that I think are gonna go like pretty early are Cody Bellinger and Jamer Candelario.
Yeah,
I
and,
think-
I said bullshit on Cody Bellinger, and so far my word is true.
But we're getting there because no hitter has been traded yet.
Dude, fuck. If anyone's gonna give anyone away who's a fucking high caliber player, it's gonna be the fucking Cubs. Let me tell you first,
Yeah.
when I saw that shit back when we had a great team, we were pushing for the fucking Central. We were at a clear spot at the wild card. We traded away Rizzo, Bryant, fucking Baez. And Baez is shit since he's been on the Cubs, huh?
Yeah,
he's
you're fucking telling me. You're telling
welcome.
me.
You're welcome, Joey.
Yeah,
You're
fuck.
fucking
Oh,
welcome.
wait.
He's just
Time
a
out.
free swinger. He's just a free swinger. Why not?
Time out. Mark, how mad
His
was
place
I?
was in
Wait,
Chi-Town, baby.
time out.
His place was in Chi-Town.
how mad was I when we signed Baez?
You weren't happy. I won't say you were mad because you were like, yo, you were like, listen.
At least we tried.
Whoa. You were like this. And this is, and in my
On
opinion,
paper, it was a good signing.
Well,
on
no,
paper.
no. Joey disagreed, and I actually agreed with Joey. This was a fair analyzation, right? Because he's like, listen, you can't be mad. As of right now, Baez hasn't done anything good or bad for the Tigers, right? He said, so you can't be mad that you signed Baez. However, why do you sign him at so much when we have so little to offer
The
right
money.
now?
because
Yeah,
our
the
clock,
money was the
our
problem.
clock is next year with
So
2
I
of our
agree- I
prospects
agree with
starting
Joey.
this year.
I hate to say that, but I do. I did agree with Joey, and I still do. Now, Now,
The
if we
money
knew
was
then,
the problem.
If we knew then what we know now,
Look, Joey.
If
If fucking Javi went to the Tigers and produced like he did in Chicago, we'd be fucking having a complete different conversation.
No, we wouldn't, Cody. Do you know why?
because they would have dealt him.
No, we would have dealt him, or because of this reason. Our clock is not meant for until next year. Our clock is for next year. That's why I think where the Tigers are right now in the Central, we're 7.5 back of winning the division. Okay. We've gone on 2 8-game winners before the season. If we sell Eduardo Rodriguez and Michael Lorenzen right now, which we're projected to, like, it's gonna happen. Those are our 2 all-star perennial pitchers. We're gonna give them away, okay? That doesn't make our clock go back next year. That makes it go back 2 more years. So this is the signings that I don't understand, is because Baez makes our signing for the year after we sign Baez. Because in baseball, it's all like a clock. Like, that's how you got to think of it. When your prospects come up, who do you have?
Yeah,
Erod,
well,
who's valuable at the time?
No, yeah.
Draft picks can play 5 years from now.
Yeah. And so when I looked at the whole roster of the Tigers, not just who they have going out every single day, but who did they draft the year before? And this year we drafted a high schooler. He is barely legal to drive, Cody.
Hey,
drive.
We did draft a high schooler who wasn't legal to drive, so
but now he's a great player. Like, he's won literally
right now.
No, in high school, he's literally won every award you can win as a high schooler. Okay, but that just brings our clock backwards. So when you sign a Javi Baez and then you activate Erod off of the medical pup list, right, where he had medical issues last year, so he couldn't perform, like mental is what I was looking for.
Like Austin Meadows.
And Austin Meadows is on that mental list. So that pushes your clock backwards. That's what I don't understand about the Javi Baez trade. And what I told Mark, hey, we have money, at least we're ready to play. Now, one thing I am looking forward to at the end of this year, because I do believe we're gonna sell. I really do. I mean, we're 7.5 back. We could easily win the Central. If we really,
and what sucks, hold on, real quick,
could win.
Real quick. And I would like to say this. I did talk a lot of mad shit about the Tigers just now, but just understand, me and Joey talk at work almost every single day. And I will say this: what's frustrating?
It's a lot different. This motherfucker switches up in front of the camera.
It's frustrating. I experienced this as a Padre fan for a lot of years, especially between the years of 2002 and 2022. Okay, 20 years. Okay, now, just like how I experienced those frustrating seasons, this is what the Tigers are going through now. The Tigers, if you talk about it 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half weeks ago, right? We're talking at the very worst, you were 5 games back. At the very worst.
Right.
Why are we talking about a young team being a seller? And that's the frustrating thing with baseball, is these GMs say, okay, it's not going to happen right now.
That's just how it is. Yeah.
We're going to fucking sell it. Our time frame now is not 3 years, it's 5 years, right? Just like Joey was talking about that clock. And for me, it's like, well, and we were talking about this once again earlier.
And this is for all the fans that are sitting third in their division.
This is what so many fans do. This is what I dealt with.
Why don't we hang on to what we got? Let them finish the year. For example, in real quick sidestep, my Padres, right? We haven't been together a full season. Everybody forgets that because of all the big names that we have. We have not been together a full season yet, and everybody expects them to be 162-0 pretty much. Granted, the expectations for the Padres are fair. But what I'm saying back to the Tigers is same thing, right? You have to give these guys a chance. They're 5 games back and they're young as fuck besides Miggy. What are we doing?
And so like I was saying with the clock, that's not my thinking. That's what baseball fans have been put in their head, where it's like, this is what your GM does. If you're not leading your division by the trade deadline, you're
fuck off.
You're probably a seller. And that's the harsh reality of it. So that's the way baseball fans have to learn. So now But here's the good thing about being a Tigers fan right now, okay? Say we sell our 2 all-star pitchers, okay? We sold our all-star reliever last year, mind you. Now, I didn't love Gregory Soto. I didn't, okay? But he was our all-star closer, okay? We sold him last year. Or he left last year, okay? We didn't re-sign him. We lost Jeimer Candelario, who I told you is going to be the biggest buy this year. He had a good season. So this is the weird part about baseball, where it's, if you don't produce for me right now and we're not number 1 or 2.5 back, we're selling all. But as a Tigers fan, and I speak to you all, not only as a Tigers fan, but somebody who's sitting in that same position where it's like, we have 1 bad contract and we're 5 games out, we're 7.5 out, but there's 60 games left, so you're gonna sell. Miggy's contract is an all-time high contract. That's off the books this year. This offseason, the Tigers
should be able to fucking do whatever you want.
The Tigers could make some moves. I'm expecting next year, if Torkelson provides and Riley Green keeps doing what he's doing and Matt Vierling keeps doing what he's doing.
And let's just pretend that Austin Meadows. Let's just pretend Austin Meadows comes back and continues to be Austin Meadows.
And Austin Meadows is the saddest story in baseball.
It is,
because that was a huge Tiger signing. We all remember Austin Meadows.
And said he just came back.
Dude, he was killing it on my fucking fantasy team.
Now
I had him on my fantasy team. And he was fucking killing
it, dude. And that sucks as a sports fan. And I've thought about this because I was mad at the time, okay? I really was. I was telling Mark, I was like, look, because he's been on the mental health players unable to perform list since last year. He played 3 games for us this year. And it really sucked. And I was like, you were this was supposed to get our outfield going. Like, you were supposed to be a cornerstone in our outfield.
Dude, he was tearing it up. I won that year in fantasy when I fucking had him in my outfield.
And when Austin Meadows was playing for the Tigers, he was one of our top hitters. So I was mad. And I told Mark, I was like, that's bullshit if you're going to be doing that. But then I started thinking about it. And I was like,
they're just
I
people,
have no
dude.
idea what's going on in his life, okay?
They're just regular people, dude, like me and you. That's their job.
Right. And that's the sad part. It's because we like me. I did. I'm gonna be honest.
You have such high standards. You got high standards.
I wasn't sending tweets out to the motherfucker, sending him DMs like play.
Yeah, some dirty motherfuckers.
One of those people putting pressure on him. And it's like, hey, I don't give a shit what's going on. My Tigers are losing. We're 2.5 back, my guy. Let's fucking win the division.
Yeah, you're getting paid fucking all this money, dude. Get in there and fucking play. But
I understand that. But at the end of the day,
you got to think about the guy.
Like Mark, you're high up in your company. I'm one of the owners in my company. You have to think of it as a business. That's another huge stock we have in our business.
It's a setback.
And it really is. And as unfortunate as, and like Mark knows and Cody knows, like you
can't blame the guy, dude.
No, and he's
working a job.
Disadvantages.
He's got shit going on.
Right. But
sometimes the home life doesn't match up with the work life.
And it's unfortunate. And it's one of those things. So I presume he's gonna be off the books next year. I'm pretty sure the Tigers have a club option. Now, I hope they do like the Dodgers did, and I can't remember the guy's name, but
Tolson, Andrew Tolson,
where they kept him on the
Andrew Tolson, I want to say.
And now I know it's not. I don't think it's as bad as if it's Andrew Tolson, who it is, but he has schizophrenia on the Dodgers. Mm. The Dodgers keep him on their payroll just to give him Andrew Tolles, just to give him the medical benefit. And I hope that's what the Tigers do. But I really,
especially if there is something seriously
wrong. And if he's been gone all year, I don't know if you guys watch John Boy Media, like Trevor Plouffe played for the Twins and the A's. Okay, they're not perennial winners. They had Joe Mauer when he was playing and stuff like that, but he was telling you like, hey, shit was not cool in some places, and you do feel bad, and the vibe is bad. And now, if that's all it is, I hope he goes somewhere good. Like, I hope he goes to a winner, but I really want him off the books if he's not able to play. And that's the bottom line. So, next year, Tiger fans, we should have some money to spend, boys. All that being said, all that sad talk, we could have some real fucking money to spend.
Could be exciting stuff. And speaking of exciting stuff, Guess what time it is? The World Cup. Not that one, but the women's.
So
Let me go
Mark,
grab a beer for this one.
Yeah. Oh no, Cody, you did the perfect thing. He didn't realize. He did the perfect thing. Did you realize?
I didn't even know. I had no idea. I was like, I need a beer.
No, but look at his thumb. He knows what he's doing, but he didn't know. Rapinoe missed a fucking goal because she fucking sucks.
I can't stand her. This whole
In the box, she missed 50 feet up.
This whole
She went up.
Ideal of women get paid less than men is, first of all, not true at all. They try to say 70 cents on the dollar, not true at all. They try and point out, well, you know, they didn't get paid this or that. Well, first and foremost, that depends on your agent, also the rating views
and your contract that you sign, which they refuse.
Yeah, you needed to sign that, and so ultimately, right? I don't buy into this woke bullshit. However, I'm still all USA all fucking day.
But I won't count a goal Rapinoe scores.
Can you guys see the USA? Can you
I
see
can.
it?
I love it. I love it.
It's
now,
America right
I was
there, baby.
fucking pissed though. So the United States, we beat Vietnam in the first game.
Because they could. Do you know why, Mark? Because I said this at your house when we were watching it. They couldn't hide in the trees.
And
it's 1-1 now, baby.
No, Rapinoe was. That's when she missed that
towards the end.
That's when she missed that open fucking net.
She came in on as a sub.
And she missed.
And she made zero differences in the game.
No, she made a negative impact.
Yeah.
They could have scored.
And
she kicked it 50 feet over the crossbar.
And game 2 against the Netherlands, we got scored on early,
18th minute.
Early, and it was embarrassing because the Netherlands, now granted, I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but we're the fucking United States in the Women's World Cup. You should enter that group stage undefeated.
Right.
Well, I mean, exit the group stage undefeated.
But they did play, but Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken, played the United States women's team in the finals last year. Or not last year, but last World Cup.
Not
I believe.
I want to say it was in the quarterfinals or semifinals, not the finals.
I believe it was the finals. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact because I watched the game. United States scored their newest captain, in the 62nd minute.
Now I will say this: that wasn't a foul. I'm going to say what it is. The Netherlands did not foul the United States. My opinion, that was a clean, hard play. My opinion. It might be unpopular. Okay. Don't give it.
I would need a replay, but in the sense of soccer, I like hard play. So I'm going to agree with you, Mark.
I mean, honestly,
I like hard play.
She came in, foot connected with ball, body connected with body. Everything came in with a clash.
Ball first.
Came in with ball first.
That's all that matters, baby.
Yeah.
Ball first.
But Haran came in. We got a corner kick off of, or I mean, a set piece off of it, not a corner kick. We got a set piece off of it, and Haran whipped that bitch right in. So that being said, Group A, Switzerland and New Zealand, part of the host nation, in first and second, 4 and 3 points. The Philippines with 3 points also in that group. Group B, Nigeria.
It was against the Netherlands, 2-0.
Oh, we beat them 2-0.
I know my women. I love women. Right. I know them.
Nigeria, 4 points. Canada, 4 points with the other host nation, Australia.
And my
3 points. And Ireland, 0.
Come on, Ireland.
In Group B. Group C, Spain, 6 points. Japan, 6 points. Croatia and Zambia, 0 points. Now, Group D, England, 6 points. Denmark, 3 points. China, 3 points. And Haiti, 0 points. Group E, that's our group. USA, 4 points. That draw really fucking up my universe right now. And the Netherlands, 4 points. But we are in first because of the goal differential. And Portugal, 3 points. The Vietnamese in last. Group F, Brazil, 3 points. France, 1 point. Jamaica, 1 point. Panama, nowhere to be seen. Group G, Sweden and Italy lead that with 3 points apiece. Group H, Germany and Colombia, 3 points apiece. Now, we all predicted the United States was going to make it to the final. I have an unpopular opinion that we're going to face England in that final. And we're going to beat England 1-0 in regulation.
Now, I don't know how it will end up, but I think Japan is going to make, because Japan did it in 2016. It was Japan versus the United States. And I remember that because I don't know if that was in the quarterfinals, but I remember that one was one of the toughest matches we faced.
No, we played them in the final once and we beat them. We played them.
It was like 1-0. Yeah, I think Japan's going to make it again. That's just my bold prediction because they're in with Spain, correct? And Spain's always tough.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
It is. Yeah.
How's this for a bold prediction? I don't give a fuck who we play, but US is fucking winning, baby.
Let's
go. Who gives a fuck who our opponent is? USA. Let's go.
Playing in Australia.
Red,
correct?
white, and blue.
And New Zealand.
And New Zealand. Okay. You know what I want to see? I want to see Rapinoe with a Brittany Griner charge. That's my wish list.
Interesting.
No, I know that. But they're still communists.
Not in Australia, no.
We'll crack.
A little bit.
Crack over than green.
A little bit. Just a little
Other
bit.
than your country.
I'm not against it.
They're a little.
I mean, but did you see what Brittany Griner said?
Yeah, she
I'd love to be in the United States.
appreciates the fuck out of them. Stars.
Oh, it's crazy! All of a sudden, it changed.
That's what I'd like to
Hey,
see.
what a
A
surprise!
lot of motherfuckers. What is it? You got to lose.
What a
to
surprise!
appreciate.
Yeah.
Right?
You know.
That is
no
that.
hate.
That is
Hey,
the
that's
fact.
no hate
But
because
Brittany,
you learn.
Hey, but Brittany, I'm glad you can admit it. I'm glad you can admit it.
And now you can do one of your dunks.
Dude, can we see a highlight of one of those dunks, please? I think we've all seen
if
it.
you YouTube it and you scroll
yeah,
really far.
It'll be real quiet too. You can hear it all.
I think the first one comes up as her failing 3 times. I think that's the
Probably.
first one on YouTube
Probably.
that comes up.
One thing that I did see interesting is I don't know the facts completely, and we're running out of time, but the WNBA had, I believe, 62 dunks in its history. Last year, the NBA had over 2,000 dunks last season. Now, this is something to be said, and I believe this to be true. If you want to make the WNBA more watched, first off, you got to get more
Lower.
watching it. But lower the fucking
lower
rim.
the rim.
The average height is lower. So
Lower
the
the rim.
You're marketing it like NHL markets its team.
Look, dude, look. My daughter is gonna be my height. She's gonna be 6'4". So I'm gonna get her in the
Cody's
WNBA.
5'9".
Look. The minimum salary is like $80,000. That's more than I make.
Right.
Look it up.
We know.
Be surprised.
I think
the
everybody can know.
minimum salary is $80,000 a year. Minimum.
Get in it.
Smallest one.
Get in it, and it's gonna grow. It's
I'm gonna be
grow.
Biggest WNBA fan, dude.
All
When I
right.
see my daughter just laying layups, she's gonna be
Mine
putting
too.
layups.
But mine
being
is
said-
gonna go like this.
Hey,
Dude, my
half
daughter's gonna
jersey.
stuff your
I'm gonna
daughter.
have
dude.
My
a-
daughter's
have
gonna
a half
fuck yours
jersey.
up.
It's
They're gonna
gonna-
fight.
I'm gonna have
Just like I beat the shit out of you, Cody. My daughter's gonna
It's
do
gonna
the same
say-
thing in
it's
the
gonna
UFC.
It's gonna say La Cundiff. That's what my jersey. All right, boys.
Fuck you,
Thank
Mark.
you for talking some shit. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And this is Blue Collar Sports Talk.
Go USA.
USA.